Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the NXT report for the week of the 30th of November 2010, and this is the final in the women's series, which I think is the worst of the NXT series. We have over 1,500 episodes, including all forms of wrestling, independence, as well as modern day and old school, which is my preference. I'm trying to become the largest independent YouTube archive for wrestling reviews. Figure out in a few minutes whether a show is worth watching or not. That's the whole goal of the deal. Hopefully, to have the largest archive over the next few years. Should my health hold out for that, please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Kaitlyn and Naomi are the left talents for this particular run of things here, and without a doubt, interesting go there. Kelly endorses, of course, her rookie Naomi and wishes her well. Why they have Kelly doing kind of a military thing, I have no earthly idea. It doesn't really make sense to me. Kaitlyn makes a plea to continue to be the girl next door, and Vicky Guerrero is begrudgingly acknowledging her pro because it makes her look good on the microphone, but at the same time, they have not gotten around. Kaitlyn, however, finally has had enough and sends Vicky Guerrero to her demise. And then we get some interviews for pros for the following season. Johnny Curtis, who ends up becoming Fandango years later, is the rookie that R-Truth will handle in season 4. A guy that I ended up working with in the Independents several years ago and recently released. Anyway, we kind of go through his story of growing up in New England and kind of making it and all of that. And obviously, R-Truth has been a pro on the show before. The Bellas are coming out for continuation of matches. AJ involved with them, which doesn't exactly make a lot of sense to me to involve rookies with the pros on this final show. But it is what it is, and they kind of are trying to finish out a 13-show season for a reason that doesn't make sense to me either. Anyway, we've got a 6-person tag. Goldust out there, obviously. Oksana, who has been his pro and his wife at this point, or his rookie and his wife at this point, is here and continue brawling around in the 6-man. 6-man really, or 6-woman, used to put the Bellas over predominantly. Nikki is kind of does the rocker dropper up and over spot and is pretty aggressive, takes her adversary down, takes her back to the corner, and then we kind of get AJ in there, who, to me, I would put singles matches on your final show, not a throwaway 6-person. Of course, I'm of the opinion that every segment on a wrestling show should have some link to a future show, even if it's months or weeks down the road, but that is not how WWE does things. And again, other pros come in, including but not limited to Alicia Fox and others. AJ gets taken down for a bit, and Primo still supporting AJ, even though she's been eliminated. Why you bring back someone who's been eliminated? Nice German suplex along the way here, but it doesn't exactly come in well here. Bellas continue to go to war, as in they are wont to do. Taken to the outside, two of the 6 combatants run or end up rolling out of the ring after a Thez press, replay, and ultimately the team that has AJ on it wins, which if that's the case, why would you eliminate her the previous week? the logical booking doesn't exist in this scenario. Anyway, rookie Byron Saxton, who is now an announcer for primarily the Raw brand, is here, and MVP is, I think, going to be his pro. But anyway, rookie is out, and um, you know, not an MVP thing. But anyway, Byron Saxton gets promo, basically talking about wanting the opportunity. Also promo for Brodus Clay, Asuka on the or Maurice and Ted DiBiase still angry over the issues with Goldust over the past couple of weeks. They got a promo about this, and we also are told once again that Caitlyn and Naomi are your remaining pros for the season, and one of them will be chosen tonight. Brodus Clay looks like $1,000,000. He is a security bodyguard for, or was for Snoop Dogg. He's well over 300 pounds and is coming in as a rookie. Ted DiBiase is his pro for the next week, or for the next season. Primarily also Maurice, who is the Miz's wife, is here. They do a promo off between Caitlyn and Naomi, and then they finally go at it for a match. Why you do a promo off instead of giving more time to the match doesn't really make sense. But this is WWE. What do you want? We're not supposed to be very logical. Naomi obviously still with the company all these years later, maybe because she married into the Anoa'i family, and or who knows. But suffice to say, she is showing athleticism here. Back leg trip. Kalen comes around with a giant swing. She is not Cesaro, but stealing his move anyway. I don't know if Cesaro was here in 2010. I don't think so. Anyway, she comes up, and again, here we go. Caitlyn is trying to keep things going her way. Drop toe hold by Naomi into the middle rope on the inside, and kind of stays on her a little bit there. Kick sent, and ultimately things go that way. Irish whip and a kitchen sink knee by Caitlyn. Caitlyn tries to take her opponent down and ultimately gets in a strong position. Vicky Guerrero, not even at ringside, she's up on the stage with the rest of the pros and showing on purpose distance. One at least would assume. They go to the outside. Slingshot into the post attempted, and ultimately a backpack style stunner. And then we kind of get Caitlyn going back around a little bit here, and some pretty hard shots along the way. Caitlyn trying really hard to get things going, but a miss on a jump onto the leg type, lift the leg spot, and ultimately Caitlyn gets, in with a roll up, and Vicky Guerrero, who should be happy with the win, really isn't. Although Dolph Ziggler praises her, which causes even more trouble for that run. Speaking of Dolph, he is the pro for Jason Novak, who I didn't even remember from the season. He's basically Novak, that is, doing a bit of a preppy I'm better than you gimmick. And then we go to more Raw highlights and pay-per-view highlights and other things from the TLC era or area. And then Derek Bateman, who later becomes Ethan Carter, is hyped as an upcoming pro. He talks about basically being a white meat babyface here. And, that's kind of there. The various women are on the stage, kind of talking about who should get the nod for the winner of the program. Then we go to Alberto Del Rio being a pro. That's uncomfortable. He's a pro for season 4, especially with all of the personal issues he's had over the last several years, necessitating legalities, prison time, and all sorts of other interesting things. He is the pro for Connor O'Brien, who I believe later becomes one of the Ascension another failed WWE gimmick. In any event, Caitlyn is your victor for the season 3. Glad to be through the season. Naomi looks legitimately disappointed, so she either really sells well or she actually thought she was winning. Her disappointment is evident on her face, but that will close us out for season 3. We'll be back with more right after this.